It's funny. I once said the Arrow had failed this city, and then got like almost 500 views on that video. It's insane. But now, the Green Arrow returns in Arrow Season 5, and I gotta say, Arrow's freaking back, baby. Welcome, guys, to the Will West Show.
Knock, knock, open up the door.
It's Will! So, Arrow Season 5. I'm just going to tackle most of the stuff that happened from the beginning to the mid-season finale. I've already been recapping some of the episodes in Will's Weekly Pool, and I think I recapped the crossover recently. So if you haven't seen those, I'll put links somewhere here, or at least in the bottom of this description. Just go ahead, check those out if you want to get caught up, and if you are mad that I didn't tackle something immediately. So, Arrow Season 5. Artemis has been revealed to be a traitor to the Arrow crew. Apparently is working with Prometheus, or at least has been turned to work with Prometheus. Crazy, right? I'm not really too concerned about this. Maybe it's part of a bigger plan that we're not seeing right now in Arrow. But based on some reactions we see in this episode, maybe it's not, or maybe Artemis has officially gone evil. But this isn't really like out of her character. In Young Justice, she was actually the child of two supervillains, and like she was not trusted initially in the Arrowverse and in Young Justice. And so this isn't like too out of reach. Maybe like the whole like maybe from when we come back in January to the end of the season, like this will be like a redemption arc for her. Maybe like she'll realize the error of her ways and say like, hey Oliver, like you once told people like you failed the city. Well, I failed you personally. That's a good line. You should use that, Greg Berlanti. But something of that sort. I feel like that would be like a good redemption arc for her. But anyway, all the identities and pretty much all the important information about all of the Arrow crew, excluding her, has been revealed to Prometheus, and he wants like to at least make Arrow feel like he was dead, which sounds familiar. Sounds like another villain plot from someone else. Yeah, sounds like the plot from when Deathstroke did this to him in season 2. But Prometheus actually like knows about like the list. He's like bringing stuff up from the past. He's bringing stuff up. And speaking of that, there's like a little side plot in the flashbacks. We don't go to Russia this time. We go back to a mission apparently during year 1 of the Arrow stuff. I'm not 100% sure if this was an actual episode, but based on the extent of these flashbacks, they totally recorded these for this episode. This guy was on the list. He created a drug and then like gouged the prices up because the only people who were getting this disease were really poor people, and they wanted to make money. So, of course, he was going to be on the list. They find this out because Prometheus attacks Mr. Fantastic, Curtis, at some holiday ball that Oliver's thrown as the mayor. He gets attacked, and that drug gets injected into his blood as like a hint to Oliver and everyone involved in this Prometheus case. That they go and like, hey, like I know who you are. I've known where you've been. Like I'm coming for you, Oliver. Here's your clue. Come for me. Oliver and the crew go in to stop Prometheus in this facility, in the former facility of this pharmaceutical guy. Some of the clues lead to this guy potentially being the son of the guy that Oliver killed in season 1, but at this point, it's still a mystery who this guy is. Or girl. I'm not ruling out that it's a girl, but it's insane. They find him. Artemis reveals herself, disarms Wild Dog, and then disappears with Prometheus. The whole crew's shaken up, and then Diggle and everybody is like putting everybody in safe houses and preparing for the worst. Kurt's relationship is being tested. His husband is going like, hey, like, tell me the truth right now. Like, are you cheating on me? What are you doing? He tells them the truth. He's like, all right, like, I'm glad you told me the truth finally, but you either have to be a hero or have me. You can't do both because I can't be imagining you like dying every night or like not coming home the next day, stuff of that sort. And like it's actually pretty powerful. This is a good episode. This is a great mid-season finale to like end on. And everybody's like at their limit at this point. Oliver finds some more clues about the case, and on that note, Billy Malone, Felicity's new boyfriend, and also, can we just acknowledge that Felicity is dating a Will technically right now? So I don't know if like they saw my tweets or are giving me like a nod for being like a big like Felicity lover, but like thank you guys for making a Will date Felicity finally. Thank you, I appreciate that. But he is hot on the heels of this case too. He's finding the clues that Oliver's finding just like a step behind him, and actually wants to go take Prometheus down by himself. He gets caught, so it now becomes a rescue mission to save him. Prometheus and Oliver have a great fight. It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like this is like on par with some of the better fights in the show, and it was a great finale fight to end on. It was really nice. But then Prometheus like goes into like a hall of mirrors and goes like, oh hey, like you're a killer, Oliver. Like I know where you've been. Blah blah blah. It's like a little evil monologue, and then Oliver finally thinks he has to drop on him and throws like 3 or 4 arrows into him. He sees like there's a microphone on him, like or like a little speaker. He takes the mask off. It was Billy. He tricked him into killing Felicity's boyfriend. Oliver wants everyone to like get away from him before he does end up killing more people again and going down the dark path he was going in season 1. And everyone's like, no, dude, like, we're here with you no matter what. Like, we don't care if you kill people in the past or accidentally killed Billy now. Like, we'll get Prometheus. We'll get this bastard for what he did. And then everybody's like off doing their thing. Diggle's wife calls and says, oh, hey, me and John Jr. are in trouble. Like, you need to like get here soon. He goes to the safe house. Bam! Like, all kinds of SWAT guys catch him. I don't know if maybe Lila was being blackmailed and Argus found out, or Prometheus, that this is part of Prometheus' plan, but holy crap. I don't know how they're going to tackle that. Kurt's husband leaves. He's obviously upset, and I gotta say, Echo Kellum is a great actor. He was actually on Monday Night Raw. He was actually a nice guy, and like he's really a powerful performance here, not gonna lie. And then Oliver comes back to the Arrow Cave after like having like his little time with his new like love interest, and holy shit. Laurel may or may not be alive. What? That's insane. Like, I don't know, like, there's so many theories running through my head. Did the Flashpoint experience cause this? Is this Black Siren from the Flash universe? Is this just his mind playing tricks on him like it has in the past, like when he had the 3 ghosts in him? Or just, I don't know, like, if Laurel is back, I hope it's maybe, like, for at least a little bit of time. But, like, I hope she doesn't overstay her welcome. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see the Black Canary back in action and doing stuff, but something tells me that this visit is not going to be very long-lived. And just, I can't wait till it comes back in January. Some other things of note, I said Arrow is back, and it essentially is. And people have also compared Arrow to Batman, and it usually is best when it's copying Batman storylines. For instance, season 1, essentially when he's fighting like an evil version of himself and crossing people off his list. That's almost like some Batman Year 1 stuff where he comes back and stops the crime families, where he's essentially stopping all the bad guys that took over. It's very reminiscent of Batman Begins. Season 2, he fights another foe that's from his past, but it also is going to make him wish he was dead. That's almost reminiscent of the Joker with Deathstroke. And then we do the Ra's al Ghul stuff and the Damien Dark stuff. Some of that just falls flat and felt hollow to me. This is going back to copying Batman a little bit. He's letting sidekicks in and training his own team of heroes. That's very reminiscent of Batman Incorporated. We got another villain who is very reminiscent of the other two and going to make Oliver wish he was dead. Like, even though it'd be a bit repetitive to keep doing this stuff, like this guy is taking Oliver to his limits. We keep guessing who this guy is. Prometheus is an awesome villain. I don't think he was that interesting in the comics. I need to go back and like look at this guy. But if it's the guy I'm thinking of, it's the guy from Cry for Justice, and the plan that comic is stupid. If you know anything about it, check out Linkara, Top the Fourth Wall, Cry for Justice. It's so stupid. But at this point, I think I've tackled the mid-season finale and said like my thoughts on the season. And if there's anything I missed, check in the Will's Wicked Pool playlist. I have all kinds of stuff there where I tackle some individual episodes and just some stuff I liked. But now we're going to talk about theories. We're going to talk about who I think Prometheus is at this point. I'll straight up say right now, it's not Quentin. They threw like an Easter egg in a few episodes back that Quentin may or may not be Prometheus when he gets drunk. Like that he's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation. No, that's not it. He's just getting drunk, and Prometheus wants to frame him just in case for future stuff. It's not Quentin Lance. We're going to get that off the table right now. My number 2 theory of who I think Prometheus is, it's just as well likely as it is not likely, but it could honestly be Billy. There's even a joke about people dying in the show and coming back the next Wednesday because it goes on Wednesdays. Ha ha ha. We see what you're doing there, Greg Berlanti. But Billy probably set this killing up so Felicity would be hurt. So Oliver would like be shaken up and like not want to be the vigilante as much anymore. This could have honestly just been a fake or someone from like the League of Assassins or some like or this could just be some agent that works for Billy and like he put like some crazy Mission Impossible mask on him to make him look like him, but like he's still behind the scenes, but now he can like hide and not worry about dating Felicity. He can just like fully be Prometheus now and say like screw it, like I'm going to kill everybody. Like I don't know. It's not likely because Billy was like kind of like a hero type. He's kind of like the Commissioner Gordon since Quentin Lance is not a cop anymore and kind of like disgraced. Just I'm not taking my eggs out of the basket that it's Billy. Number 3, I think this one's probably a very likely candidate, and they're definitely setting this up. But the news reporter lady, she started off kind of like not liking Oliver and being very negative towards him in the media. But she's had some very unexplained absences lately, and she even showed up late to the party. Curtis gets attacked later while she's at the party. But if I can have a theory where Billy can have double of him, maybe this woman also has something going on. Who knows? And of course, the next potential person who I think Promethus could be, it could be the new DA. We haven't really got to know him that well, but he seems like he's seen some shit. Like, he doesn't want to put up with this nonsense, and he doesn't want to put up with Prometheus, the vigilantes, but he wants to give Oliver the benefit of the doubt and trusting them. But I don't know, he just seems like a hard ass and just kind of mean. Like, I feel like there's a mean streak in him that we haven't seen yet. And we just, like I said, we haven't really got to know him that much. So usually when they do something like that, it's either a misdirect, or constantly just be like, oh, hey, the reason we don't know him that well is because he actually is Prometheus, whoa! Or there's a crazy theory that all those people I mentioned that could be Prometheus are working together. I mean, they did it before in sillier Batman properties with the mystery of the Batwoman, so who knows? Maybe Prometheus is several people. Maybe it's sort of like Negan, how all these communities are all Negan, or like something like that. I'm not sure, but those are my theories for who I think Prometheus is. If you think I need to explain them more, go in the comments. We'll have a discussion about it, because I like having discussions, but no one likes to comment, so I'm sad. You guys have failed the city by not commenting, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. That's about it, guys. I honestly don't know what they're going to tackle in the next half. Obviously, I'm liking Prometheus as a villain, and I like the Arrow team. I don't know. I'd like to maybe even see like a more Artemis-esque Young Justice version of the costume, maybe that she gets through Prometheus, since she's going to turn on everybody. And like I said, I'd like to see a redemption arc. So that's about it, guys. I think I've tackled this ad nauseum. If there's stuff I missed, go back to Will's Weekly Pool. I tackle some individual episodes here and there. But besides that, Arrow's back, man. Like, if I were going to rate this, right now I'd give it a 4 out of 5, just tentatively. There's still some cleanup they have to do because of the Season 3 and 4 stuff. But that's about it for me, guys. And just remember, guys, when there's a will, there's a way. Thanks for watching.